So many people, yeah, so many people are educated enough to be strangers to themselves. Degrees, earned, certificates, frame, information is accumulated. But in the middle of all that, you did? In the middle, self-understanding is missing. You explain theories. You recite facts, right? You analyze systems. Yet struggle to answer the simplest, most important question. Who am I? Beyond what I was taught. And that's not just coincidence. Because the kind of education many receive is designed to make you functional, not necessarily aware. It trains you to remember, to repeat, to fix, to fit into existing struggles and structures, you dig? But rarely to question those struggles and structures. Rarely to turn inward. Rarely to challenge the very foundation of what you've been given. So people become informed, but not transformed. Again, people become informed, but not transformed. And in that gap, something important is lost. The ability to think independently, to examine deeply, to separate what is true from what is simply familiar. Now, some call it coincidence. Others call it a system. Call it whatever you want to call it. You dig? But the result is clear. A world full of people who know many things except themselves. A world of people who know many things except themselves. And here's the irony. The truth people are searching for is always hidden in some distant place. Most times, peep game, it's right here, within you, in plain sight, in everyday experiences, in patterns repeated around you. In patterns repeated around you. And the questions that you've been avoiding. But seeing it requires something rare. Awareness. Not just being awake, but being present. Not just receiving information, but examining it. Not just accepting, but questioning it. Because truth does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it sits quietly, waiting for those willing to look beyond the surface. And that's where hope comes in. Because no matter how conditioned someone has been, no matter how deeply rooted certain ideals are, the moment awareness begins, everything changes. The moment you start asking real questions, you begin to break lifelong patterns, indoctrinations. The moment you look within, you begin to understand beyond what you were told. So yes, it's unfortunate that many are educated yet disconnected from themselves. But it's not the end, because awareness is always available. And once you tap into it, you just you don't just gather information or knowledge anymore. You begin to understand. And that shift, that's where the real freedom starts. Yeah, look behind me. You see the degrees on the wall? The one on top is a master's, an MBA. I have a bachelor's, 2 associates, certifications. But I'm the one who was in the system that became aware. I'm the one who challenged the system with my awareness. Yeah, I got the education, but guess what? I know who I am. God! You dig? Continue to unlearn. Relearn. and learn. Continue to evolve. Peace.